What's up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another reaction video for you guys. Now, in this particular clip, the caption says currency and intimacy are not interchangeable. One is meant to be passed around. So we're going to get into what she's saying in this video. Before we hop into it, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. It is free to subscribe. If you like the content, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Also share and like the video, you guys, and turn on that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. All right. All right. Make sure you are doing that to support the channel. So let's get into what she's saying. I want to get your thoughts on it. Shout out to Pass the Tissue Podcast. That is the name of this page on TikTok. But let's go ahead and get into what she is saying. Here we go.
So y'all said, why would I not ask a man for money if he's asking me for sex within the first 30 to 90 days? That was the comments. He's asking for my time within the first 30 to 90 days. So why would I not ask for money? Again, baby, you just proved my point. You're transactional. That's called a transaction. You do this for me and I'll do this for you. You buy me this, I'll give you that. You want my time for 5 hours. This is how much I make in 5 hours. I need that. That's called a transactional. I just told the transactional woman to scoot over for a second while regular people date. If you are a transactional person, I respect it. Just be upfront that you're a transactional person and you're not looking for a real connection.
Listen, so far, no lies detected. I say this all the time. There are a lot of women who are only transactional, but they don't want to admit it. They treat dating as a transactional situationship, a hookup ship, because that's all that they're used to. That is only what they've been exposed to, or what they've allowed themselves to be exposed to. So they think that every man that they meet is supposed to move in that transactional situationship, when men who are out here looking for serious committed relationships don't move that way. And they're not going to pay you up front for your time, because that's not what you do when you're trying to date and build a relationship with a person. That happens when you are only a transactional woman. So when you're just selling your time, that's the response that you're going to get. But a man who's looking to actually build something with you, who wants a family with you, who want to possibly marry you and have a long-term relationship, they're not looking to pay for your time, because they don't have to, and that's just not how they move. They want to get to know you for real. They want something more meaningful, something that's going to build to become something that's more lasting. But these women don't understand that, and they treat every man that they meet like it's a transaction, because that's what they're used to, even though they don't want to admit that that is all it is. But then when it doesn't work out, or they don't get what they want, oh, all men ain't this and all men aren't that. But no, it's just because you're looking for something that's not long-term. You're looking for a hookup. You're used to a man paying you for your time, because the expectation is that he'll get sex out of you and you're going to get paid. Let's continue.
Because in the first 90 days, if a man is physically, verbally asking you for sex, I think it's cringe. I don't know any man past prom age and in college asking for sex. Like, hey, are we going to sleep together tomorrow when we see each other? Like, do I need to bring a rubber? Like, is tonight the night? Like, that's cringe. It gives creep. It gives pervert. It gets ill. And I will block a man that asks me for sex. I think that's disgusting. I think it should happen. We are an adult. Adults keep protection around. Adults know when you're going to see a person. You know when the mood might happen. I mean, you're grown. So if we're vibing, the energy's there, we're drinking, we're hanging out, and it's a good magnetic feeling, the energy is there, the mood is there, and I'm feeling the sexual energy, you feeling it, we talking, whatever, and whatever happens, it just happens. Just like I feel like money should just happen. A man should just want to give it to you. Hey, baby, what you need? Your tires are balding. You need an oil change. Your yard is not cut. You need a babysitter tomorrow because I want to take you out. How much do your babysitter charge? Hey, I want you to miss work tomorrow. How much do you normally make a day? Because I want to take you somewhere, and it's only available tomorrow. I know that's your work day. Let a man do that, because a man will do that just like a woman will naturally give head. A woman will naturally want to cater. A woman will naturally want to cook. A woman will naturally want to do the laundry. You will naturally want to be there for a man when you're ready to show up for them.
I think there is some truth to what she's saying, that I think men will naturally want to do things for you if they're spending time with you and they're building a connection with you. they might see a need, or just naturally want to do things to help you out if they're into you like that. And I do agree with women, if y'all are into each other, you don't mind cooking. You don't mind saying, hey, I'm cooking this, or would you like something to eat, or what would you like? Like, I think it's a natural thing to want to do something for the person that you like, the person that you're developing a relationship with. To me, that is what kind of creates the relationship, showing who you are as a person and what you're willing to do. It shows your character. It shows that you're not a selfish person. It shows a lot of things about you and your nature, that you will be willing to do something for each other. And doing that is what helps to build the relationship, and how a lot of couples who do that end up married, because the man sees worth in the woman and she sees his worth as well. But if you oftentimes you hear women who say, oh, you should not be giving boyfriend all this stuff, you shouldn't be acting like a wife and you shouldn't be acting like a husband. But it's a one-sided thing, because as much as women will say, oh, you shouldn't be giving wifey material until you marry, but you want this man to do it things for you. You want him to cater to you as if he was your man or your husband, but you just don't want to do anything for him. I think it's quite natural when you're into a person and y'all are into each other, that will come naturally, that you will want to do things for each other. That's just what it is. It shows your character and who you are as a person, which is why when a man finds a woman like that, who is not looking for something for nothing, or not looking or asking and begging for money and doing all of this, she lets it happen, and she's willing to do things for him, little things here and there, to show, just out of her natural nature, not because she's looking for something, but she likes him enough that she'd be willing to offer him some food, offer him something to eat, or do something for him. It shows him the type of woman that she is. This is why a lot of those women get wifed up early, because the man sees value in her. But if you're a type of woman that you're just looking for money up front, you're not trying to offer anything, you're just begging, then he also sees what type of woman you are as well. This is why those women either get strung along, and just put in the only sex category, transactional situationship, hookup status, and not a woman that is looked at as for long-term marriage or stability when it comes to a relationship. So yeah, there are things that men look for in quality women. And a lot of these women don't realize that, because they all think that they're 10s and a man should just want them just because. So that's how that goes. But let's continue.
You would be like, oh, women be the first people to be like, oh, he can't get wifey treatment if he, so why do you want wifey treatment? You can't get husband treatment. Like, I'm not cooking and cleaning and doing all this because he ain't my man. So that's why I feel like you shouldn't be asking for anything, because just like you don't want to give everything up front, neither does guys. And it's not about being pick me. It's about just being an adult and being grown. That's all I'm saying. Like, you got to know when to grow up. And if you asking the first 30 to 90 days, I don't think you should be sleeping with a man. That's just my opinion. I don't. Because it takes a while to learn a man, his patterns, how he shows up, his consistency. Men are the most inconsistent creatures in the world. Like, I'm gonna watch. I want to see what spirits you're battling. I want to see what demons you're fighting. I want to see how you post, how often you go to work, what's the career path, how long you been staying at your crib. I want to see. 90 days, you can learn a lot of shit out of man, and sometimes you can save yourself from yourself if you slow your ass down.
Listen, I think she has a point once again. I think once again this speaks to rushing into things too quickly. I don't think that you should jump too quickly. I think you need to take time to get to know one another, and that goes both ways. You got to know if she's crazy or if she's not, like you need to learn each other. Y'all need to take time to learn each other. And if you're really trying to establish something serious, it would make sense to try to get to know one another and see if you guys can build something off of that. But once again, a lot of people in this day and age don't know how to build relationships. They don't know. They don't have a clue. They've been entrenched in this social media aspect of dating, and it's ruining it for them. They have no idea how to communicate. They don't know what they want. They're looking for a man to give them what they've seen on TikTok. They're looking for a man to, take them on yachts and boats and all of these things. And that has nothing to do with establishing a healthy, stable relationships. They want to get to the bag, get the money, and that's what they're told they need to do. This city girl lifestyle and mess the mentality of these women's up, and they really don't know what they should be asking or looking for in a relationship. And this is why I said before, a lot of these women are just only for transactional situationships. That's what they've put themselves in. They've created that for themselves because they're going out asking men for money for their time. And when you do that, you automatically put yourself in a transactional situationship, and this is how that man views you now. Now he's not going to take you seriously. He knows, hey, if I want to bust a quick one, I'm going to go call her. And I know what it costs. I'm going to pay her what she wants. I'm going to get every bit of that I can get out of that, and I'm going to move on to the next. And that's how they're setting themselves up. Once again, not understanding their value or their worth. The very thing that would be worth something to them is what they're giving away, thinking that it's empowerment, and going out here thinking that this is what women should be expecting, and telling the other women that this is how they should move when it comes to dating men. And it's only putting them further and further away from actually having something that's stable and something that's solid when it comes to a relationship with the man, and building with the man, and building families and generational wealth and all of the things that come with healthy, stable marriages and relationships in this world. So yeah, I just think that a lot of these women got it wrong. I think what she said in this video made a lot of good sense. And I think people need to take a step back and really think about their actions and what they're doing, and try to make some changes if they want something better when it comes to dating and men. So listen, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Ladies and gentlemen, chime in the comments below. I want to hear your thoughts on this one. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell. Y'all know what it is. Let me know your thoughts, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.